So we're going to try some static electricity experiments. I'm going to start with a balloon and you're going to rub that on your hair. And then try and stick it to the wall. There we go. Okay, so what has happened is that when you rub the balloon on your hair, some of the electrons on your hair, they're negative charges, they're transferred from your hair onto the balloon. And when that goes onto the wall, that induces a positive charge in the wall. And so you have negative charge on the balloon, positive charge on the wall, unlike charges, and we know that unlike charges attract, so the balloon sticks to the wall. Now over time, that charge on the balloon will dissipate and then the balloon falls off the wall. When you're doing this, just as a quick note, if you've got gel in your hair or anything other kind of hair product, it's not going to work very well. And it's also best to do it on a day where it's a bit dry in the atmosphere, so a really humid day wouldn't be the best day to do it. The next thing we're going to do is to take some salt and pepper, and we are going to put some salt first of all onto our table. And then we are going to add in some pepper. Okay, what I'm going to try and do is to use the balloon to pick up the salt and pepper, but without having the balloon in contact with the table itself. And what I'm going to do is take the balloon and I'm going to rub it on my hair. First of all, I'm going to just try and pick up the pepper, not the salt. Okay. So rub the balloon on my hair. And then I'm going to hover it above the salt and pepper, see what happens. Okay, and I've done a pretty good job there of picking up the pepper. Okay, and there's a few bits of salt in there, but mostly it's pepper. Okay, so that works pretty well. I'm going to rub the balloon on my hair again, and then this time I'm going to try and pick up the rest of the pepper and any of the salt as well. Okay, I'll show you that. Okay, so we've got quite a bit of pepper on there, but lots of salt as well. And the reason that we can pick up this pepper first before the salt is that the pepper is a little bit lighter than the salt. So in order to overcome gravity, the balloon doesn't need to be quite as close to the pepper as it does the salt in order for that electrostatic force to overcome gravity and lift the pepper up from the table. And the same idea with the charges happening here as when the balloon is sticking to the wall. So you rub the balloon on your hair, electrons, those negative charges transfer onto the balloon. That induces a positive charge in the salt and the pepper. You have unlike charges and they attract. So you have an electrostatic force between the balloon and the salt and the pepper, and that is enough to overcome gravity and pick the salt and pepper up off the table. I'm just going to put my balloon to the side and I'm going to wipe my table now to get rid of that kind of remaining salt and pepper. Let's push it to one side. And now I'm going to move on to duster and my ruler. Now this ruler, if you don't have a ruler like this, you can, for this experiment, you could use anything that's made of this type of plastic. So I found these combs at my house, they work just as well. And also if you haven't got a duster like this, you just need any material that's going to give you the same kind of effect. So I found this woolen blanket, that works fine. And also this kind of fleecy material, that also works fine. I'm going to stick with my duster and ruler though. The first thing I'm going to do with it, I'm going to get a bit of my loose hair here. Again, if you've got gel on your hair, it's going to be pretty tough going, or any kind of other hair product. And it's sort of easier to get this effect on longer hair, so you might want to ask somebody else to help you. I'm going to try and lift up, there we go, some of my hair by charging up the ruler, and then that induces an opposite charge in my hair, and so I'm able to pick up my hair with the ruler. Lovely. Okay, and I'm now going to introduce a drinks can. It's empty. Okay, you can try with a full drinks can, but it might be a little bit too heavy for this to work. Okay, so you need a bit of a lighter material. I'm going to charge up my ruler again. I'm just going to hold it in front of the drinks can, and what we should see, hopefully, try again. It almost went, didn't it? There you go. Okay, and the drinks can moves towards the ruler. Try and get it. There we go. Okay, and it's exactly the same idea again. You charge up the ruler, and then it induces an opposite charge in the drinks can. Those unlike charges attract each other, and so the drinks can rolls towards the ruler. So they don't need to be in contact with each other for this to work. So you're looking at a non-contact force here. There we go. Lovely. And then there's one final electrostatic experiment, but for that you need to go to the tap. So